Hello guys, AyrrtonTwigg here. This time in English, a guide for the tanking classes on Final Fantasy XIV. I know there are plenty, but I made my own experience and I want to share it with you, so here we go. At first we blend in the heads up. That's my character. Say hello to Laraya. And yeah, as you can see, she is a warrior. Warrior is my main class, so yeah, I play it since the beta phase, and I'd say I'm at least a bit experienced with that class, so we started with that one. Okay, let's head to the dummy. As you can see, my setup is made for PlayStation. I play on PlayStation 4, and yeah, the order of how this stuff is set is basically yeah, fixed for my purposes, so I don't fall asleep while fighting. You can set it as you wish. I'm just explaining you the combos of a warrior. First, there's the basic combo which pulls aggro from the mobs. It always starts with heavy swing. Next in line is Skull Thunder. That already pulls aggro. And last of them is Butcher's Block, which is the main aggro skill of the warrior. Yeah, if you keep pressing that and you don't have a paladin with shield oath in your party, you can, or you barely can lose the aggro of a single target. Let me check for the sound, setting it down a bit so you can hear me better. Okay. Yeah, that's the basic combo. Heavy swing, Skull Thunder, Butcher's Block. You can complete this combo only after you completed the Marauder guild quest. So you need to go to level 30 Marauder to bring this up. Okay. Next in line is another basic skill of a warrior. It's called Defiance. Defiance is a skill you can switch on, and it stays on until you switch class or switch it off again, like that. Defiance has one or two basic things. Instead of raising your let me move from the dummy. Instead of raising your defense, it raises your life. 8,882 without defiance. With defiance you got 20% plus on that, so we move up to 11,102. The thing is, you always get a healing buff with Defiance, and that means that healers will heal you 20% more. You don't have to do anything for that, it's just switching Defiance on and you got the buff. Furthermore, with Defiance on, you can pull more aggro than with Defiance off. So I advise you, if you really want to tank, switch it on. There's also a negative thing about Defiance. It decreases your attack for 20%. That means you make 20% less damage. Okay, so far so good. That is the basic of a warrior, to at least keep the aggro of a single target. I'm gonna show you the cross skills I took with me as well. As you can see, there are two classes I can take skills with me. That's one, the gladiator, and the pugilist. As you can see, I took 4 skills of the gladiator because I think it's quite useful. Flash for group aggro, convalescence for raising heal, the heal on you. I think, yeah, 20%, as you can see down there. Provoke, getting instant aggro of the provoked target. That means if someone has 100 points aggro on a mob, you get 101 point aggro. So you barely have the aggro of this fiend. Okay, and the last of the gladiator was awareness. Nullifies chance of suffering critical damage for about 30 seconds it was? No, 15. Yeah, it was 30 I guess for the paladin. I'm not sure. At least you can't get a critical hit of an enemy. So especially for Leviathan, that is quite useful because he crits like a crazy bitch. Okay, so far so good. As soon as you activate Defiance, your combos let you get a stack of Wrath. Heavy Swing doesn't increase the stacks, but Skull Thunder and Butcher's Blood do. You can bring them up to 5. Wrath 4. And if you reach the 5, it is called Infuriated. When you get Infuriated, a few options are open for you. For example, Inner Beast, Steel Cyclone, and Unchained. Those are the 3 you need 5 Wrath stacks or Infuriated on you. If you keep attacking, you just set the time back to 30 seconds until Infuriated runs out. So here's the first skill, Inner Beast. Inner Beast has the nice attitude that it heals you for about the damage you deal. Furthermore, it gives you a 7-second buff, which increases your defense on for about 20%. So if you need to get a quick defense up and you ran out of defense skills, you can use Inner Beast and have a defense skill up. The next skill in line you can use is Steel Cyclone. It's a skill made for multiple targets around you, and it pulls a lot of aggro. It is that one. It reduces your Wrath stacks to 0, so you have to start over again like with Inner Beast. The third and last one of the Wrath skills is Unchained. With Unchained you can equalize the 20% loss of damage caused by Defiance for about 20 seconds. So that means it's like this decreasing never existed for the next 20 seconds. Okay, so far for that. You also got a you can also put a dot on enemies. It's called Fracture. If you go for DPS as a warrior, which isn't very uncommon, you can always put it on him. It's for one target and lasts for 30 seconds. So quite effective. The next combo I show you is Heavy Swing, Maim, and Storm's Path. Storm's Path has is the ability which decreases the attack or the damage your enemy calls for about 10%. So if your enemy is quite strong and your healers have problems healing you, use Storm's Path and a 20% debuff on the enemy is set. Furthermore, you can heal yourself with Storm's Path. Not much, but at least a bit. Maim and Storm's Path also bring you stacks of Infuriated or Wrath. Maim has a good is a good ability because it increases your damage for 20% and it lasts 25 seconds. The last combo I show you for the warrior is the Storm's Eye combo, which you unlock on level 50. It's heavy swing, main, and instead of Storm's Path, you just choose Storm's Eye. Storm's Eye increases the slashing, decreases the slashing resistance of your enemy for about 10%, means you deal more damage. Furthermore, it can't be stacked with Dancing Edge of the ninja. So if a ninja sets up Dancing Edge, which has the same ability, which is actually the same ability, just for ninjas, your Storm's Eye will disappear from the enemy. Those are the basic 3 combos, and depending on the battle situation, you have to set it. Of course, a warrior has also a distance attack. I use it mainly for pulling. It is called Tomahawk. That one. Costs a lot of TP, so be careful with it. Another thing which is quite useful to know as a warrior is the skill Overpower. Overpower is a conal AoE in front of you, which draws a lot of aggro. Even a paladin has problems. No, actually, if you have the same gear, it is quite impossible for a paladin to steal the group, the aggro of the group from you. Thing is, Overpower costs 130 TP, so it's quite expensive as well. Okay, those are the basic skills. Oh wait, I forgot one. And that's a quite useful skill actually, because it doesn't have the global cooldown. It's called Brutal Swing, and it's the stun. You put a 5-second stun on your opponent, and you can use that skill whenever it is ready. It doesn't have the same cooldown like the other skills, if you can see in the in my skill bar down there. When other skills are on global cooldown, you can put this one in between. Alright, so far for the basic skills. Now I show you some buffs. If you need to get quickly on Infuriated status and you are, like now, don't have a single Wrath stack, there's a skill you unlock after you finish the warrior job quest. It is called Infuriate, and it sets your Wrath stacks directly on 5, which means you are infuriated and can pull Inner Beast, for example, or Steel Cyclone if you're having problems with the aggro. Okay, we don't need the dummy, I think, anymore. Nope, we don't. There are some other skills I want to show you. For example, Bloodbath is a quite useful skill. If you pull it, you have 30 seconds until it's over, and every damage you deal 1/4 of it will come back to you as a heal, so you can heal yourself.